Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and watching this reading on Pisces. Today, we're going to explore how we can use this amazing Pisces energy to our advantage. On February 19th, we're going to see Pisces take the place of Aquarius. We're moving from that air element to that water element, that very balanced and calming energy. We need that right now. It's been a heck of a couple months. 2021 has asked us to do a lot of work. It hasn't been the reprieve that many of us have been looking for. The Pisces energy is going to help to nurture and support us in what it is we're trying to do. This is a fantastic energy that we're going to be able to use to our advantage to get us motivated, connected, and most importantly, guided. This intuitive energy of the Pisces zodiac sign is going to support us in gaining that insight and that guidance that's going to support us the most right now. Many of us do need this compassionate and supportive energy. We need that guidance to get us going again, to motivate us, and to support us with some of the tasks at hand. Like I said, we've been asked to do a lot of work, and there's still more to be done should we want the shift and change that we so desperately need and want. And that's what I want to look at in this reading. How we can use these amazing energies of Pisces to our advantage. The decks that I chose for this reading, I went with the Crystal Visions Tarot. Then I paired it with that Enchanted Map Oracle. I felt both these decks were going to support us with that guidance and wisdom that we're looking for. And of course, my selections for this reading. The first group, this group is for my Pisces friends. So should Pisces be anywhere in your astrological birth chart, that reading, that one's special for you guys. My other two selections, I have some Ammolite and then I also have some Serpentine. I want you to choose whichever group resonates and fits with you the best, and then head into the description box below. There, you're going to find timestamps. Click on the group's correlating timestamp. It's going to take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there, my friends. Hello and welcome, my Pisces friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Pisces wants to share with my Pisces friends. So before we get going, I want to wish my Pisces friends a happy birthday. Many of you are going to see Pisces as your sun sign, or the sign that we connect in and look up when we're trying to find out more guidance from our zodiac sign. So I want to wish all of you a happy birthday. And for others who have Pisces in different aspects or different houses of their astrological birth chart, we'll get to happy birthday later in the year. But most importantly, this is your time, guys. Let's see what support Pisces has for you. What message does Pisces have for my Pisces friends? And in the next little while, you're going to hear me say Pisces a lot of times. Please do not try and do a drinking game with it. You will not survive, because a lot of it is Pisces in my Pisces friends. All right. And Sassy Pants, the Queen of Cups. Probably the defining card of Pisces. That nurturing, intuitive energy. That flexibility. That compassion. It's summed up in the Queen of Cups. We need to use your skills, those characteristics that, well, define you in many ways, to your advantage. We've been wrapped up and overwhelmed by all that's been going on. We have all the challenges that we personally are dealing with on that individual level, challenges of our community, our friends and family, and then as a global whole. There's a lot. We've been ignoring some of those aspects and pieces of self that could have easily supported us in making this a lot less challenging. We need to tap into our intuitive skills and abilities. That's going to help clear things up a little bit, connect us into that guidance and wisdom that will help to connect the dots, help us to understand what we need to take and learn from our experience right now, learn how to break some of the patterns that we have created because we resisted what the universe had initially wanted to share with us. That intuitive energy is going to be your guiding light over the next month. Using those skills and abilities that are inherently yours. And we do all have differing levels of connection and acceptance when it comes to our intuitive abilities. Taking this time and strengthening and working with your natural abilities are going to help you out throughout Pisces and then throughout the months to come, the years to come. In 2019, I started to see this decade, the 2020s, I guess, as a foundational decade. We're clearing out those aspects and pieces that don't serve us, that are low vibrational, and giving us that very strong, stable foundation. As in 2032-ish, we're looking at an energetical shift. We need that very strong, stable foundation to embrace it, to allow our spiritual self, our soul self, our true self, to gain that energetical increase. There's going to be so much growth and development in that decade. We just need that foundation. And part of that foundation is our intuitive abilities. Most of us have shut it down. It's time to reconnect in, strengthen it, so we can get the most out of this lifetime. There's a lot we signed up for. And there's a lot we're missing. We're not able to embrace all the opportunities and possibilities that are right here, that are all around us, because we're so caught up in that low vibration. Taking the time and working with your intuitive abilities will support you. And the zodiac sign Pisces wants to support you with it. Now, one of the ways I can support you with it is through a meditation I did with Archangel Raziel. And we collaborated to support you with your intuitive abilities, helping you to connect into them and identify them, and then to strengthen them. Now, if you're new to my channel and aren't too sure what I'm talking about, I have 2 playlists. They're meditative playlists. One is Healing with the Archangels, and another is a Just You and Me playlist where we work together on a tool or skill that's going to help you out the most right now. So, that meditation with Archangel Raziel will support you in working with your intuitive abilities, which is going to support you in embracing a lot more of your opportunities that are right here, that are waiting for you. Let's gain some more clarity here. What further insight, guidance, support, and wisdom does Pisces have for my Pisces friends? The Page of Wands. That childlike, innocent energy that's going to support us in connecting in more fully with our passions and our creativity. We have that inner flame that's burning. We need to add fuel to that fire. Your intuitive abilities will do that. Now you have to remember, the Queen of Cups is one of the most creative cards in the deck. She uses her intuitive creativity to her advantage. That page supports you in that passion-based creativity, having fun and enjoying your creativity. We're looking at 2 very distinct and different aspects of creativity, that yin and the yang. That creativity is going to support you in connecting in more fully with what it is you like to do, what brings joy and fulfillment into your life, into your day, and then also opening you up to that guidance. We're getting out of hyper-focusing in on the problem at hand. We're not stuck in that heartache and pain. We're focusing in on that creativity, that fun, that joy that takes us out of our head. It brings down barriers and opens us up to the intuitive energy, that guidance and wisdom we need. Yes, meditating is another way we can do that. We're getting out of our head. We're getting out of that problem and hyper-focusing in on it. That creativity is another modality, another tool you can use to support you in gaining that insight, that guidance that is specific to your journey. You have that ability. We need to start to trust in it by using it. Using it in our everyday. Intuition is fantastic. It is not something that is limited, that you can only use in certain times or areas of your life, or that only certain people have it. We all have it. And the more we connect into it, the more we use it, the stronger it gets. So instead of hearing your ego scream at you and slow you down, you start to hear your intuitive, high vibrational self guide you, encourage you, nurture you. Those high vibrational supports, they're going to help you with that growth, that experience that you want, that you signed up for. We need to connect into it now more than ever. The Seven of Swords. So, sevens can be a bit of a harder number to deal with. They do talk about that struggle. However, they are a lucky number. That's 7. So with some hard work, you can overcome that challenge and be victorious. The sword, we're looking at that knowledge, that truth. And the Seven of Swords talks about trying to get away with a little bit too much. We're not being honest with us. We're not connecting into that true self. We're so caught up in those expectations, those demands. We've allowed, over time, our ego to put up protections. It's safer that way. We feel safe. Unfortunately, we no longer can tell what is an authentic self versus what is this protection your ego has put into place. Through that connection into our intuition, we're going to be able to start to cut away some of that protection, that fluffiness, if you will. Being honest with you so that you can start to emerge that authentic and true self. Now, we do need to take this one step at a time, guys. We don't want to try and rip away all these protections. We get fearful. We feel exposed. And then our ego goes into red alert and we regress. Put it back on and we put it on fuller and stronger. And we put it on with more vigor, giving it strength. And making it harder for us to take off again. Adding more heartache and fear regarding our true self. So, slowly taking it off. Slowly taking it off for you. And then starting to make those shifts within yourself and life so that others can start to see that true, authentic you. This is a process, and Pisces wants to start that process. That acknowledgement and understanding is part of it. The intuition, that guidance, that support, that's another part. Because what you receive here will support you in taking off and starting to remove those layers. We want to remove a layer, heal, remove another layer, heal, and continue that process. And don't forget, guys, this is Pisces. It's a mutable zodiac sign. And mutable zodiac signs are about endings and beginnings. So it really does remind me of the world where we're at that next chapter. And that's the energy I'm getting. We're looking at this amazing, beautiful new chapter. We need to start to work on and end some of that control that our ego has. That slow, steady progression of healing, pausing, releasing, healing, and then pausing. We can't hit ourselves too hard. We need that compassion, that nurturing towards ourselves. Don't forget, we have the Queen of Cups here. That divine feminine energy of nurture and compassion. We need to use it to ourselves so that we're able to use this time more fully to our greater good. If we're feeling beat up and overwhelmed, we shut down. Our ego takes control. Taking that time and working within your tolerance level, which again is an individual piece. This time is for you. You need to use it to your advantage. Let's look at some more advantages here. Let's get into some blessings. What blessings does Pisces have for my Pisces friends? Like I said, I was going to say Pisces a lot during this video. flying. Such a fantastic card. We have to get our head above that rat race, above those expectations and demands. Getting ourselves out of our head and into that amazing high vibrational energy. It's going to give us that guidance, that understanding, and the direction we need. And the more we can put ownership and add that unique flair and personality of ourselves to our experience, the more we're going to get out of it. We want that psychedelic, rainbow, unique self to shine through. And Archangel Raziel, he's the rainbow archangel. He is flying high with you here. Using his expertise and tapping into his energies will support you in truly embracing what Pisces wants to share with you. How my Pisces friends can use this time and really shine. Sacred Pool. Such a fantastic card. We need to be mindful of the energies that we send out and focus in on. If we're focusing in on our intuition, trying and giving ourselves that compassion and understanding that you're where you're supposed to be and you're doing a fantastic job. You're encouraging yourself rather than discouraging yourself. You're going to see a lot more growth. That energy is reflected back at you. You're using the law of karma to your advantage. However, if you start to become abusive, or if you start to become abusive and negatively talk about self, focusing in on that heartache and pain, well, it's going to be reflected back to you. The law of karma is in play. It's another tool we can use to our advantage. We need to be mindful of what we're focusing in on, what energies we're sending out to the universe. With that intention, with that understanding, we can use this time to our advantage. We can see some meaningful shifts, some stable, small steps forward. We want that progressive step, that progressive small step, so we don't feel unstable, so we don't regress, so we don't get caught up in that heartache and pain. We need to be very intentional with what it is we're doing and how it is we're embracing these energies, these supports that are here for our greater good. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. And of course, I want to wish you guys the happiest of birthdays. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching my Pisces reading. I hope that you found this reading fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what Pisces wants to share with you. And if you did like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It helps me to be found on the sea of YouTube, which supports us as a collective to raise our vibration and get that direction we all desperately want. Also, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. I've got so much more coming your way, and the best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. And if you did like this video and you want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Pisces friends. Hello and welcome, my Ammolite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Pisces has to share with my Ammolite friends. What message does Pisces have for my Ammolite friends? Oh, they're hitting you hard. The Three of Swords. Very clearly telling you we need to move past that heartache, past that fear. We're holding ourselves back. And it's only a matter of time where our free will is going to be overrode by the universe. Similar to what we're dealing with now, the universe came in and is kicking humanity into gear, kicking us out as a collective, out of that stagnation, out of that heartache and fear. It's unfortunate that most of us have cocooned ourselves and have gone deeper into that heartache and fear. And Pisces is telling you that this is a time to shift out of that low vibration and take control back, reclaiming that high vibration. We need to release what's holding us back so we're more open to what will support us, will encourage us, help us to embrace the opportunities that are all around us, allowing us to grow, to develop, and to relish in the abundances that come with high vibration. Right now we don't have that. Right now we don't have that high vibrational support. The universe is getting a little bit frustrated, and it's not really the right word, but concerned. I think maybe concerned is a better word for it, where the universe is going to come in and have a tower situation where it forces you to move forward. It forces your hand. It does cause that heartache and fear, similar to what 2020 has brought. Those tower situations hit home. We need to start to release this low vibration, reflect in to what has brought this heartache and fear. Remember, swords are about knowledge. And there are swords that are causing this heartache and fear. We need to identify, reflect in, and assess the situation, our situation, so we can identify this knowledge, this experience that we're supposed to learn from. It will help us to break the pattern so we're not back at the same situation, causing more concern for the universe because you're right back to where you started. Pisces is offering you that added support in understanding, healing, and moving forward. We have a mutable energy here in Pisces. And mutable energies, it does talk a little bit about the flexibility within that zodiac sign, but it talks about endings and beginnings. The mutable signs remind me of the World, the 21st card in the Major Arcana, where you have that ending and that beginning. And that's where we're at. Many of us a year ago started this crazy journey of COVID and all that ensued. We're at that calendar end. It's time for a shift. And the Pisces zodiac sign, with that flexibility, with its highly intuitive energy, is going to support us. So, one of the ways that we can look at clearing up and releasing some of this heartache and pain so that we have that ability to gain that insight, that direction, is through a meditation I did with Archangel Metatron. We collaborated together and created a meditation where we focused in on releasing that exact thing, that heartache and pain. Now, if you're new to my channel or aren't too sure about my meditation that I just talked about, don't worry, I'll talk about more. I've got a lot of them. And these are free meditations that I'm talking about. I have them in 2 different playlists. One is my Archangel Healing Meditations, and the other is a Just You and Me playlist where it's just you and me, and we talk about a tool or a skill that's going to support you on your journey. And like I said, these are free guided meditations that are about 30 minutes long that are going to support you in your journey. Help you to heal, help you to release, and most importantly, help you to gain the insight you need. In a meditation, we're able to calm our mind. We're opening ourselves up to the high vibrational beings to come in to support us, to guide us, to inspire us. So, back to Archangel Metatron. It's a fantastic meditation to support you with this release. Helps to clear you out, helps to heal you, helps you to give yourself extra space. Think of it as a cup within you. There's only so much we can hold on to. Experiences, knowledge, heartache and pain, happiness and joy. The happiness and joy we don't hold on to. We allow it to inspire us. We use it to our advantage. It's the heartache and pain that sits heavy at the bottom. It's time to get in there and release it, giving us more room within ourselves to grow and develop. That's how we get over this stagnation, is releasing. And that energetic healing that comes with it helps to invigorate us, make us feel stronger, with less pain. So, using this time to your advantage, we have this very compassionate energy of Pisces. You start combining it with some healing meditations. You're going to heal that heartache, that knowledge. It's going to help you break patterns and get you going again. Get you into that development, that growth, which brings with it that prosperity, happiness. The universe likes to reward us when we're doing the hard work we wanted to do in this lifetime. It kicks us in the butt when we're stagnant. Let's get some more insight here. What further guidance and support does Pisces have for my Ammolite friends? I apologize. Sounds like my neighbors are snowblowing. I never know when they're going to do this, and it can get noisy. The challenges of living in Canada after a snowstorm. Temperance, the 14th card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at stability. We're looking at energy flow. This is a depiction of the goddess Iris. She's a messenger goddess. We need to be open to that insight and guidance of the high vibrational beings and the universe. Right now we're not. Through balance, stability, and energy flow, we're going to be able to connect in to that insight, that wisdom we need. Temperance is a fantastic card in reminding us that we need to take some control over that inner system, ensuring that we are balanced, that we have that stability, that groundedness, and that energy flow. Now I'm going to throw a number of meditations at you. Like I said back here, we're going to have some. These are free meditations, and meditation is such a fantastic tool to help you on your physical, your spiritual, and emotional being. So, the first one is a balancing meditation that I brought out. It was over Christmas time, I believe. And this meditation helps to balance your chakra system. That's your energy flow. Not only is it going to bring you balance within yourself, it's going to bring you a very clear energetical balance. When our chakras are aligned and balanced, we're not having pools of energy start to swell. We feel stronger and more energized. That is a fantastic meditation to do when we're not feeling so well, we're feeling out of sorts and kind of a little bit funky. Now, I have also a grounding meditation in my Just You and Me playlist that would help with that stability. Now, another couple meditations that I have in the same playlist, we're into the Just You and Me playlist here, is a grounding meditation, and then I also have a stability meditation. It's going to help you have that foundation to be open to the insight and to the guidance that the high vibrational beings want to share with you. Now, additionally, all these meditations open you up to that insight, to that amazing support. Anytime you participate in a meditation, I encourage you to have your spiritual binder with you. Now, if you're not too sure what I'm talking about here, many times when you're listening to different intuitive psychics or healers, you're looking at us saying to you, you need to write this down. And many say, oh, but just put it in a little spiritual journal. It'll be really cute and pretty. I find that they're not as versatile and don't work so well. If we have a binder, you have different sections to keep yourself organized, and you can print off and add different types of paper to it. You have flexibility. So having that binder and a pen or pencil close at hand will support you in getting that guidance. Because it's not like you have GPS. It's not going to be a very clear and insightful, turn left here, go right there. It's symbols. It's a repetition. It's a song. It's a rhyme or a hymn. We need to use what it is that's shared with us. And sometimes writing it down helps us to build that picture. Think of it as a connect the dot. You start to get these little dots that make no sense. However, after you write them down, the dots start to form a picture. So, having that spiritual binder with you supports you in connecting those dots. I do discourage technology as your spiritual outlet because technology is so impacted by energy, both high vibrational and low vibrational. I've got a lot of clients who have told me that they've been writing stuff down and that they've lost it all. Their computer went down, it crashed, the file corrupted. There's so many ways The low vibrational beings, our low vibrational self, our ego, can't impact that binder as much as the computer. So, getting that insight and information down so that you can go back to it, reflect on it. That information, it's important. Fantastic. The Hanged Man. The let it go guy. We do have a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, expectations, and demands. We get our blinders on. We put our head down and we go. We're not being mindful of what's happening around us, and we're missing out on so many opportunities. Pisces is reminding us to slow down, to take those blinders off, and be open to the messages and the guidance of the universe. Trusting that there is a plan. Trusting that the universe has got our back and is going to support us. I know many of us feel like the universe is out to get us. However, that's not correct. Like I said earlier, we are in the middle of a tower situation on a global scale. The universe has done this before. We've had pandemics, epidemics, national and global disasters. We will get past this. We will grow as a species. We need to trust in the universe and trust in that plan. There are many plans in play. You have that individual plan where you signed up to learn and experience what it is you wanted and needed in this lifetime. Well, lots of people have done that. Billions of us. So that plan, they're vast. Trusting in your individual plan, trusting that the universe, it has a bigger plan, a bigger picture, and we can't see that. There's no way we can. We're in the middle of the forest. We don't have that aerial view of what it is we're looking at. We can only see what's right in front of us. So, trusting in the high vibrational beings to help guide us through our forest. Let's look at some more support here. Let's get into some blessings. What blessings does Pisces have for my Ammolite friends? Oh, yep. Into the unknown. There's a lot of unknown right now. And we do feel like we've got those blinders on and we've got our hands up and in defensive position. We're missing out on the beauty and the wonder, those opportunities that are all around us. Taking that deep breath in, taking time for self, removing that blindfold so we can experience and enjoy what's happening right here and right now. Because when we do, that's when those opportunities, they start to come forward and become more predominant for us. Pisces is here to help us with that. We just need to engage with Pisces, embrace this energy, and start to do some work that's going to help us in our journey. Reconfirming exactly what I've just been talking about. Heal the ouch. That healing, it's important. We need to start to empty out our cup of gunk and heaviness that's holding us back. I do have a meditation I did with Archangel Raphael. And most of us have heard of Archangel Raphael. Many probably haven't heard of Archangel Raziel. But Raphael, we know, he's the healing archangel. And that's the meditation we did together, is that general healing helping us to heal from those past pains, that fear, that low vibration. Another tool that you can use to your advantage. And that's what we need right now. We need to start to fill our toolbox up so we have an arsenal to overcome the challenges that we're facing right now. The most important aspect here, though, is that you start to engage with these tools. Use them, not just collect them. We need to have that active participation to engage in the wonder and beauty that's all around us. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching my Pisces reading. I hope that you found this reading fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what Pisces wants to share with you. And if you did like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It helps me to be found on the sea of YouTube, which supports us as a collective to raise our vibration and get that direction we all desperately want. Also, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. I've got so much more coming your way, and the best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. And if you did like this video and you want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Ammolite friends. Hello and welcome, my Serpentine friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Pisces wants to share with my Serpentine friends. What message, does Pisces have for my Serpentine friends? Oh, yeah. The Devil. The 15th card in the Major Arcana. And of course, we're looking at that ego's control. The vices, the nooses that your ego is holding you down, is causing stagnation in your life. Pisces is offering you that ability to start to take control back. Take some of those nooses off your neck. Similar to this card, Pamela Coleman Smith, when she drew the original Devil, she has that horned beast that is that quintessential archetype. And then there's two naked people standing in front of this scary devil. They have chains around their neck. And if you looked at the chains, you can see that they could easily just slip them right off their head and walk away. The ego uses its control, that heartache and fear, to keep you in place. You choose not to leave. You choose not to make those shifts because of that heartache and fear. However, you have total control. You have that ability to overthrow and take your power back. In the time of Pisces, you are going to have that ability to release yourself from some of that control and take your power back. We're not going to be able to squish out and kill the devil. It's an impossibility. However, we can lessen the control and lessen your ego's role in your everyday. And that's what Pisces wants to support you in doing. We have that very visionary and creative energy, that intuitive energy that's going to support us in tapping into our high vibration rather than our low. This is a fantastic time to start to take that power back, have that shift within ourselves. And that energy and perspective shift is going to go a long way in your growth, your development, and your empowerment. Now, one of the ways that we can start to take back our power and balance ourselves out is through a meditation that I did with Archangel Raguel late last year. I think it was actually during the summer. And this meditation helps to balance out your beliefs and thoughts about self, which will help to empower you. Now, if you're new to my channel and aren't too sure about what I just mentioned, a meditation with archangels, I have 2 playlists. They're full of meditations. They're guided meditations. They're all about 30 minutes long, and they're free. You can visit and revisit as often as you need. And in my Archangel playlist, obviously that's where you're going to find that meditation with Archangel Raguel. You're going to find a lot more. I'm probably pushing about 20 plus in each playlist. The second playlist is called Just You and Me. And that's exactly what it is. It's just you and me working on a skill or a tool that's going to support you in your journey. These meditations, they help to allow you to connect in with you, strengthen and heal you. You're working on all aspects of self when you're meditating. It helps to calm that physical system, which calms and brings a sense of relief to your spiritual and emotional self. And then it also opens you up to the high vibrational energy, that guidance and wisdom that we're looking for. So it's truly a win-win situation. Not only do you feel better once you've done it, you've calmed that inner crazy, but you're strengthening you on an energetical perspective, which of course does translate back into that physical health, helping to release some of the pain that we're holding on to on that physical self, emotional self, and spiritual self. So, Pisces is offering you some amazing opportunity to take back your power. Another meditation that can support you with that in my Archangel playlist is one I did with Archangel Uriel. He helps us to step out of that darkness and into the light, connecting us in with our creativity and our passion. And those are 2 elements that are going to support us in also connecting in with our intuition, our high vibrational selves, the high vibrational beings. It brings in fulfillment, joy, and abundances. Creativity and passion are 2 elements that are really going to support us as we go forward. So, let's get some more insight into this. What further guidance and support does Pisces have for my Serpentine friends? The 3 of Pentacles. I like to call this the Triforce Perfecta card. We're working with our physical self, we're working with our physical support team, and then we're also working with our high vibrational support team. When you have all these aspects working in collaboration, that's when miracles happen. The only thing that holds us back is truly ourselves, because we're the ones who are steering this amazing energy. That's why I call it the Triforce Perfecta. We need to work in collaboration, and many of us are feeling very disconnected from our physical support team, and most importantly, our spiritual support team. It's important that we take this time and use the intuitive energy of Pisces to our advantage, supporting us with connecting in with our spiritual support team, and then also with our physical support team. Yes, I know there's still a lot of restrictions in play. There's a lot of concern and fear around this virus, and that's okay. We can use our creativity and our technology to our advantage to connecting in with our physical supports. We're not limited like we once were. We have so many diverse tools and supports that we can use to our advantage. It's time we do so. The more connected in we feel, the more stable we feel. Taking this time and using it to our advantage. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Now, I do have another meditation that can support you with connecting in with your spiritual support team. Back in October, I brought out a mini series of connecting in and working with, communicating with the high vibrational beings. It's also known as channeling. These are fantastic meditations that can help you connect in with some amazing support beings. In the first introductory to communication, we reconnect in and remember our guardian angel. This amazing angel has been with you since conception. It's one of the most challenging beings to feel their presence, because their presence is intertwined and incorporated into our energies. They hardly leave us and have been there with us since the very beginning. Fantastic meditations to start to work on and strengthen that connection. And like I said, we can use our technology and our creativity to connect in with our physical support team. Both these connections are going to support us in strengthening us. So, it's a win-win situation, creating stability within us and our situation. Oh, how beautiful. The Nine of Wands. Nines talk about all that we've been through, all that we've achieved. That wand, we're looking at that creativity, that passion that I mentioned with Archangel Uriel. We need to connect into that creativity and allow it to fuel and light our path. We feel disconnected and unsure. We're having that low vibrational self take the helm. It's controlling us right now. We need to turn our back on the devil and embrace that inner flame, that power, that raw power we have within us, stepping into our gifts, our abilities, and using them to our advantage. We have skills and abilities that we don't even know about yet. We've learned through lifetimes of experience. We've brought them. They're within us. They're hidden deep within us. Our ego has squashed them down. The more we connect in with ourselves, understanding us, working on and healing us, the more we're going to connect into these skills, these abilities, supporting to empower us, supporting to connect in to these amazing opportunities, helping us to live the life we signed up for, that soul's deeper purpose. Pisces is offering us that shift we need to realign ourselves a bit here, to connect in with what's truly meaningful, and that's going to support us on our journey. Let's look at some more supports here. Let's get into some blessings. What blessings does Pisces have to share with my Serpentine friends? Now, before I get going on the blessings, I should point out we're dealing with a lot of energetical shifting. That can make us feel destable and uncertain. When we start to feel fearful or kind of unstable a bit, I want you to ground yourself. I have a number of grounding meditations in both playlists that can support you in that grounding process. Additionally, we can be proactive and use crystals to our advantage, helping us with that grounding and stability that opens us up to even more of that guidance and wisdom from our high vibrational support team. A couple crystals that you may want to try, and it's not limited to these, of course, but these ones are easy to find, is tiger iron or black tourmaline. Any red or black crystal will connect into your root chakra and will help with that grounding. We could have them on person, we can have them in bracelets or pendants. There are many crystal forms out there. It's just being proactive and mindful, planning ahead. Just make sure if you're going to be using crystals that you have that very smooth crystal. You don't want the rough or raw crystal like this. You can have a tendency to poke yourself because it's rough. It's not as nice to have against the skin. And the closer the crystal is to your skin, the more effective it is. That's why crystal bracelets work so well. Field of Dreams. Pisces is reminding you of those opportunities that are all around us. We're just not being mindful of them. We're too caught up in the ego, that low vibration. We've put on those blinders. We've put our head down and we're getting the work done. It's just we're not paying attention to what it is we're doing and how it's impacting us, how it's actually slowing us down, because we're not open to the opportunities and possibilities that are all around us, which would support us in finding a path of least resistance, which reduces the pain and heartache we feel. We are less fearful and more excited and enthusiastic about what it is we're doing. We find that meaning and fulfillment, that joy that we're looking for. Mountain. Many of us are here. Actually, globally, we're here. We're stuck, and that challenge looks overwhelming. Just know that there's many other solutions than climbing up and going over. We can go around, through, under. We can create solutions that are meaningful for us. Should we take that step back, connect into that high vibrational energy, tap into our creativity, and allow ourselves to create something that is meaningful for us. When we release that fear, that heartache, that control, we're able to create that solution with least resistance that brings in even more opportunities and more possibilities. The universe likes to reward us for the work we're doing. That high vibrational work that helps us with our soul's deeper purpose, that helps us raise our vibration. And the way the universe does that, of course, is through more opportunities, more prosperity, more abundance. That is what we need to be focusing in on, is the abundance, not the challenge. Shifting our perspective and our energies from the challenge to what's going right in our lives, what brings happiness and joy, will support us in connecting in with our spiritual support team, and it will attract even more positive, balanced relationships into our lives. It's up to us, though, to do those shifts. No one else can do it for us. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching my Pisces reading. I hope that you found this reading fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what Pisces wants to share with you. And if you did like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It helps me to be found on the sea of YouTube, which supports us as a collective to raise our vibration and get that direction we all desperately want. Also, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. I've got so much more coming your way, and the best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. And if you did like this video and you want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Serpentine friends.